year of the great transformation. I'm not going to say the pandemic. I'm saying the year of the great awakening and transformation. How about that? Thanks for joining me today for 7 Minutes of Sunshine at 7:07. And here I have on the screen a photograph, and thought take that in today. Just take that in. That's my little teaser for a little after the practice portion. But take that photograph in today. Raise those arms up. Taking that sun in. Really having some gratitude about the fact that we have a precious human life, and we get to wake up today, and we get to have another one, right? Hi, Eric Bellamy. So take that in today. I am going to get into the practice here, and as we always do. So let me get that going here. And let's start out with our values. Every day, anchoring ourselves in our values. What are your values? Think about your values, and try to go into the day anchored in them. Mine are love, courage, family, and community. And what is your superpower? How are you going to use your superpower today? Mine is to inspire to be in spirit. And then connecting with the ones that we love most in the world. Very important. And connecting with the Dalai Lama today, and remembering that we have a precious human life. And every day, think as you wake up. Today, and that's that photograph you saw at the beginning. I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. And of course, NDRE, we are worthy. We are deserving of respect and high regard simply because we exist. All right. And got a couple more for you, like I always do. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And that's a reminder. Those are those beautiful black ballerinas out in front of that terrible Confederate statue, reclaiming their claiming their power right there, changing history. And of course, our self-care, always holding ourselves in the palm of our hands, always starting with loving ourselves, and then just making sure we understand that we only have one mind and one body. So drink lots of water, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and exercise every day, as it makes a big difference in the way we feel, especially as these days start getting shorter. And we will not go back to normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was not normal, other than we normalize greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature. All right. And I have my last little reminder here that is so critical in this time, and that is they are us. Oh my gosh. Every time you look at Facebook, it wants to say, they are bad, they're terrible, and we're good, and I have to prove to the world that I'm good. No, just be, and just try to remember that they are us, okay, and have some compassion, and let's not get into Facebook fights. It's a good place to practice, to tell you the truth. So they are us, and that leads me to this really cool video that I found. A very good message. It's pretty intense, so I'm going to go ahead and play this, but I hope that you take it in and just listen and appreciate this message.
The following stories. May 26, 2003, Aaron Ralston was hiking. A boulder fell on his right hand. He waited 4 days. Then he amputated his own arm with a pocket knife. On New Year's Eve, a woman who was bungee jumping in Zimbabwe, the cord broke. She then fell into a river and had to swim back to land in crocodile-infested waters with a broken collarbone. Claire Champlin was smashed in the face by a 5-pound watermelon being propelled by a slingshot. Matthew Brobus was hit by a javelin. David Striegel was punched in the mouth by a kangaroo. The most amazing part of these stories is when asked about the experience, they all smiled, shrugged, and said, I guess things could have been worse. So go ahead. Tell me that you're having a bad day. Tell me about the traffic. Tell me about your boss. Tell me about the job you've been trying to quit for the past 4 years. Tell me the morning is a townhouse burning to the ground. Tell me the snooze button is a fire extinguisher. Tell me the alarm clock stole the keys to your smile, drove it into 7 a.m. and the crash totaled your happiness. Tell me how blessed are we to have tragedy so small it can fit on the tips of our tongues. You see, when Evan lost his legs, he was speechless. When my cousin was assaulted, she didn't speak for 48 hours. When my uncle was murdered, we had to send out a search party to find my father's voice. Most people have no idea that tragedy and silence have the exact same address. When your day is a museum of disappointments hanging from events that were outside of your control. When you find yourself flailing in an ocean of why is this happening to me? When it feels like your guardian angel put in his 2-week notice 2 months ago and just decided not to tell you. When it feels like God is a babysitter that's always on the phone. When you get punched in the esophagus by a fistful of life, remember that every year 2 million people die of dehydration. So it doesn't matter if the glass is half full or half empty. There's water in the cup. Drink that shit and stop complaining. You see, Muscle is created by repeatedly lifting things that have been designed to weigh us down. So when your shoulders feel heavy, stand up straight, lift your chin. Hell, call it exercise. Remember that life is a gym membership with a really complicated cancellation policy. Remember that you will survive. Remember, things could be worse. Remember, we are never, ever given anything that we can't handle. When the world crumbles around you, you have to look at the wreckage and then build a new one out of all the pieces that are still here. Remember, you are still here. The human heart beats approximately 4,000 times per hour, and each pulse, each throb, each palpitation is a trophy engraved with the words, "You are still alive. You are still alive." Act like it.
All right. How about that? You are still alive. Act life like it. And what was the one about? It doesn't matter if the glass is half full or half empty if you ain't got any water. Powerful stuff, right? Anyway, a little sunshine for you today. A little motivation. Let's keep doing this. Have a great day. And remember, even when it's really dim, cloudy